The Second Amendment specifically protects our right to bear arms. And in the state of California, the only legal way we have of exercising that right is by obtaining a license to carry a concealed weapon. Well, Sacramento Assemblyman Kevin McCarty has launched an end-of-the-session effort to infringe on that very right. McCarty's anti-CCW campaign consists of two measures. The first is AB 450, which is designed to price everyday citizens out of being able to afford a concealed carry license. It does so by removing the current $100 cap on the fees that issuing authorities can charge in order to cover the cost of issuing the permit. It also requires them to include costs for enforcement without actually explaining what enforcement means. Now, that likely means that authorities are going to charge for all sorts of programs that have nothing to do with CCW permits and then declare that they're enforcement programs. Of course, gun owners should be used to politicians stealing our money by now. I mean, after all, they did raid droves for tens of millions of dollars and are doing the same thing with the Firearms Safety Fund. So you know that the CCW permit funds are going to be next. Now, the other bill is AB 466, which significantly narrows the reasons that one can give for requesting a CCW. Specifically, it defines good cause to mean facts that distinguish the applicant from the mainstream public and places the applicant in harm's way. So basically what McCarty is saying is, forget what the Second Amendment says, your right to bear arms really isn't a right at all. In fact, he and many others see it as a privilege that should be reserved for only the political elite and their wealthy friends. Meanwhile, everyday law-abiding citizens like you and me are punished. And for what? For complying with the law. Being willing to subject ourselves to DOJ background checks, for taking additional training and testing, or for subjecting ourselves to ongoing monitoring by local law enforcement and the Department of Justice. To oppose CCWs stands against all of those things: background checks, training, and additional testing. And McCarty is not worried about criminals or terrorists. Otherwise, he wouldn't be supporting bills that's setting them loose on our streets. Oh, and in case you're wondering, yes, they will still be carrying guns in public. But otherwise, law-abiding Californians like you and I, we're going to be forced with an impossible choice. Either exercise our right to bear arms and be turned into criminals, or comply with the law and make ourselves potential victims. Both of these measures will be working their way through the legislature when they get back from their summer break. So let's get to work on killing them now. We need you to go to firearmspolicy.org. That's firearmspolicy.org. Sign the petition and tell the legislature to reject AB 450 and AB 466. This is Craig DeLuz in the FPC Newsroom. Thank you for watching. If you like these updates, please share them with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel.